With our vote coming this Sunday, March the 19th, on whether or not to disaffiliate from the United Methodist Church, we thought we might take a moment just to bring clarification to several of the questions that we continue to receive. First, the question is, if we choose to disaffiliate from the United Methodist Church, will we join the Global Methodist Church, the GMC? And the answer is no. St. Luke's is helping to create the Wesley Methodist Society, a loose organization of other Methodist churches that want to be in fellowship and helping to do ministry and mission. We're a much more centrist theology, and we will not be joining any organization of the far right or the far left because we are very centrist in our approach to our theology.
The March 19th vote is not a vote on what you believe about same-sex marriage. The St. Luke's family of faith has differing views on the issue, and we think it's important to be a church, a safe place that allows people to think and let think. The reason that the leadership of St. Luke's would pursue disaffiliation is because of the harsh language that was added to the Book of Discipline by the specially called General Conference of 2019. Language that includes mandatory punishment specifically for any clergy that is found guilty of presiding over a same-sex ceremony. Now, truthfully, we don't believe mandatory punishment for any kind of infraction should be part of a book of discipline, because mandatory punishment does not reflect the grace that we all receive from Christ Jesus. It doesn't reflect the biblical theme of grace. It doesn't reflect the message of the Methodist movement, a bedrock of grace, and it doesn't reflect the values of St. Luke's.
One of the other questions that we are frequently asked is about the financial obligations in order to disaffiliate. If you attended one of our first two all-church meetings, you heard us say that we were dealing with anticipated numbers, but we knew that some of the numbers would continue to change as market conditions have changed. Well, since that time, we have now received the final numbers of what we would need to pay to the annual conference in order to disaffiliate. The good news is that number has come down significant, even more than we thought that it might. It's come down over $1 million, so is now just about $2.1 million that we would pay to the annual conference in order to cover all of our disaffiliation financial obligations. Our finance committee, our trustees, and our administrative board have all reviewed and approved a plan on how to pay for those financial obligations in such a way that it would not impact any of the missions or ministries that we carry out together as a St. Luke's family of faith.
I hope you'll join with me, with all of our clergy here at St. Luke's, and with our executive lay leadership team as we vote this Sunday to begin an exciting new time in the life of our church.